How are ya? Hopefully well, all good and dandy in your neck of the woods. Some very British slang for you, isn't it? The cold and winter is clearly on its way back. Hence the beanie, or the toque, whatever you want to call it. First time I've worn this in a few months, that's for sure. So with the winter coming again, we're trying to take advantage of being outside as much as possible. One thing I have had to do for this year in preparation for winter is clear some of the drain pipes. Some of them are pretty squashed down, they're just made of tin, and I had to cut the end off of some of them. And I'm sure in here somewhere there is a metaphor for having the right tool to do the right job. Because all I had was a pair of aluminum snippers, and that didn't really do the job. Translates directly to camera gear. I hate when people say gear doesn't matter. I honestly think it does. I think having the right tool to do the right job, the right lens to shoot the right thing, the right lighting for the right environment. I think some of the more expensive gear isn't necessarily important, but I do think having the right tool to do the right job, having the right gear, is very much important. Last month, or I guess this month by the time you watch it, I bought a PS4 with the intention of basically playing a couple of games I've had my eye on for a while. Final Fantasy VII. That game brings me back so many memories, and I absolutely loved it. It was probably one of my favourite games growing up as a kid. So I wanted to play the remake. The other game that I picked up was The Last of Us Part 2. And I didn't play the first one. I know everyone says I should have, but I didn't. I got about 8 hours in and I just got bored. It's just the same thing over and over. Now I haven't been able to put in as much time as I wanted to, and that might be the reason why. I'm sure with those kinds of games, they're games you need to sit down for and play for hours and hours on end to really enjoy. I don't think they're a pick up and play for an hour kind of game. But this brings me to my next point, which is time. The older you get and the further into life you get with kids and jobs and second jobs, you start to realize that time is one of the most valuable things that you really have. And as much as you want it, there just isn't any more hours in the day. And I'm really starting to feel that.
Cameraman.
I think that'll do for now. Don't really have anything else to say. Just some things that I've been thinking about recently. Things I've gone through this month. Otherwise, we'll see you next month. 1635 F4 is back. I just rebought that. Sold that lens. Tried out a bunch of different ones to try and replace it. I think I sold that back 6 months ago, 8 months ago. And yeah, I couldn't shake the feeling of wanting to get it back. And now it's back. I'm happy. So expect that next month. Alright, I'll see you guys next week, and for this one, next month. Take care.